on this edition of Titans All Access. He keeps making plays, and the Titans keep winning.
Tannehill, end zone, touchdown Titans! What a run! Ryan Tannehill!
Amy Wells sits down for a special Nissan Insider with quarterback Ryan Tannehill.
I've been, proud of the way the guys just keep fighting. Like I said, we've had our ups and downs throughout the season.
Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill, one-on-one on this edition of Titans All Access, which starts now.
Trouble. He's sacked! Taken down by Wesley Woodyard. 69 yards. Derrick Henry. Touchdown! Touchdown! Tennessee will not go quietly.
Throw your hands up in the sky.
We hope you're having a fantastic Thanksgiving weekend as we welcome you to Titans All Access. With Amy Wells, I'm Mike Keefe. Pleased to be joined by Titans General Manager John Robinson, coming off a 42-20 win over Jacksonville. It's always a good thing.
It's a great thing, Mike.
All right, let's start off talking about the third quarter sequence. Your first four possessions, 9 plays, 225 yards. In 3.5 minutes exactly, you scored 28 points. When you went back and watched the tape of that sequence, what jumped out to the GM?
I think the biggest thing was complementary football. The fact that we were able to get the ball to start the second half, go down and put points on the board, come back out defensively, get a 3 and out, get the ball back offensively, one big play, one big run, score another touchdown. And the defense didn't rest. They went back out and forced another 3 and out, got the ball back to the offense, who was kind of hitting on all cylinders at that point, and were able to get another score. So being able to play complementary football offensively and defensively.
Someone who had a big impact within that series is Darren Bates. What does he mean to this football team?
Yeah, he's a guy that loves football. I mean, he really is passionate, takes a lot of pride in his role on the team as a special teams guy. You can see him on the sidelines when the offense or defense is out there. He is into the game. Made several plays in that Jacksonville game, but that one where he caused the fumble and recovered the fumble was huge.
The offensive line performance against Jacksonville, was it their most complete of the season to date?
Well, they really did a good job. I thought, we knew that front seven was going to be a challenge for us that Jacksonville's got. They've got a lot of playmakers up there. And for us to battle away and really only allow 1 sack and pave the way for 200 yards plus rushing, that was a good day.
Now the numbers are a little skewed because the Titans went up 35-3, but what did you like about the Titans' defensive performance against the Jags?
Well, I thought that we battled, and I thought going into the game, one of the things that we talked about was eliminating the explosive plays that Jacksonville has really feasted on over the course of the season so far. To only allow 2 plays over 20 yards and 1 run over that was 16 yards, I thought we kind of thwarted really a strong suit of their football team, and we're able to capitalize on that.
Focus stays in the AFC South. New opponent this weekend, Indianapolis. What's different about the Colts from week 2 when you saw them until now?
Well, I think they've kind of found their groove of what's working for them. They like to run the football. They've got a big quarterback that's hard to tackle. He can keep plays alive. He can push the ball downfield because they've got some speed guys. Defensively, they're really aggressive attacking style with fast linebackers.
You mentioned the Colts' run game. What is it that makes it so effective?
Well, I think it starts up front. Those offensive linemen, they've got a bunch of big guys that really move well. They create holes for those backs. The backs are extremely patient. They make you play gap disciplined on defense. And if you're out of your gap, they're going to exploit you and break off big games.
So how do the Tennessee Titans go to Indianapolis this Sunday and knock off the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium?
Well, I think it's going to be another 4-quarter battle for us. We've got to try to slow down this run attack that they've got. We've got to put pressure on Jacoby. And then offensively for us, we've got to stick with what's working for us. We've got to stay in our groove, run the football, play action, set up some big plays for us.
Excited to see December football.
We're ready to go.
All right, General Manager John Robinson with us on Titans All Access. Later in the show, Amy Wells sits down with quarterback Ryan Tannehill. But up next, we go beneath the surface with Coach Dave McGinnis as he shows you what makes Tannehill so effective with his athleticism. Stay tuned. We welcome you back to Titans All Access. We're in this very program. Our own Amy Wells We'll have the Nissan Insider with quarterback Ryan Tannehill. That's coming up.
Absolutely. It was really fun to take your job, but also it was fun to talk to Ryan about his transition to Tennessee, so stick around. I think you're going to want to see it.
Speaking of transitions, this offense is transitioning under Tannehill, and Arthur Smith is taking advantage of Ryan's athleticism. In this edition of Beneath the Surface, Titans Radio's Dave McGinnis shows us how number 17's feet are a big factor.
Good segue.
This is Coach Mack, game day color analyst for Titans Radio. Today, Beneath the Surface, we're going to look at the perfect marriage between a play-action run game and the run game that led to a very, very successful offensive outing for Ryan Tannehill, Arthur Smith, and the entire Titans offense. First play we're going to look at is 1st and 10, ball on the 11-yard line, 8:52 in the first quarter. Ryan Tannehill comes to the line of scrimmage. He's going to put his man in motion to get a true man zone read. Once he sees that it's in zone, his zone indicator or the corner did not run with the wide receiver. Now he checks the play. He knows immediately what he's going to go to now. Makes a play fake. You can see all of the linebackers at the second level bite extremely hard on the lead run fake. Tannehill now is coming out with a lot of grass in front of him. He makes a tremendous decision here. Now he points, is telling Corey Davis, I'm going to run with it. You block this man. Corey Davis does a tremendous job. Ryan Tannehill does not run out of bounds. He continues to tightrope the sideline for a big gain. Now we're looking at 1st and 10, balls on the 21-yard line. Now, again, this play is coming off of a run fake. This is a slide boot. You can see the tight end, Jonnu Smith, slide across behind the line of scrimmage, the run fake, and also the ability of the crossers to draw two defenders here back to the back end. Ryan Tannehill sees he's got a lot of grass again, tucks the ball, uses his wheels, head first, jump, elevates, high dive off the diving board, half gainer into the end zone, touchdown Titans. Nice finger roll. 1st and 10, balls on the 47-yard line. We've got 12 personnel again in the ball game. The two tight ends are now deployed over here to the nub side of the offense. The cornerback now is saying, I'm going to stay up here in the flat. I'm going to cover Jonnu man-to-man. They get maximum protection. Watch your cylinder, watch the blocking, max protection. Tannehill is able to survey the field. A.J. Brown sticks his foot in the ground across the field. He's up the sideline. You've got everybody in Nissan Stadium involved in the excitement. 1st and 10, balls on the 35-yard line, 7:31 in the third quarter. Ryan Tannehill has now come to the line of scrimmage. Arthur Smith did a nice job with his tempo, letting Ryan Tannehill have plenty of time, coming to the line of scrimmage with time on the play clock. He sees exactly what he wants. He's got an overhang player to this side. He knows now with his cut split, he's going to have a post safety and a wide open middle here. Makes a play fake, draws the second level defense up, turns around, sticks his foot in the ground, very decisive. Ball is perfectly placed, and now A.J. Brown is going to work his magic for a tremendous run after catch. Watch Corey Davis throw not only one block here, but watch him throw the second block, frees A.J. Brown. Now it's speed all the way to the end zone, and again, nice finger roll at the end over the goal post.
When we come back, another player coming off a great game, Adoree Jackson, takes us home for homecoming. We're headed to California on Titans All Access next. Titans cornerback Adoree Jackson had 10 tackles against Jacksonville and a tackle for loss, plus a pass broken up. Most of us think it's Adoree's best game of the year.
Here's a little trivia bit. Where is Adoree Jackson from?
St. Louis.
Well, yes, but also kind of no.
What?
He went to high school in Southern California.
Oh, that's right. He moved out there to run track.
He absolutely did. And we went to Southern California to meet up with Adoree and kind of talk to him about making that move. Says he didn't really like it at first, but he thinks it was one of the best things he could have done for his career.
Actually, Adoree came to Sarah High School to run track. That was his first reason to come here. We have a great team, a nationally ranked track team, and he came out here as a track guy.
Football was practicing over on the football field, obviously, and someone threw him like a back corner fade, and Adoree jumps in like one motion, turns, like one hand snatches the ball, out of midair, with a defender jumping in front of him. And I'm walking out of the weight room and I see this happening. I'm like, wow, like that was terrific. Everyone else on the field, including like the parents that were sitting there watching practice, no one said anything. Everyone was just kind of like, oh, okay. And I was like, he must do that regularly.
Jackson gets outside down the sideline, stays on his feet. He's going to go all the way.
My mom and dad, they thought it was a good idea for me. I wanted to stay back in Illinois and, be with my friends, be out there in high school with them and do that journey. I know I was super homesick. Like, I hated California for a while. So my sophomore year here, it was whatever. I didn't really like it. Then my junior year, I started like California, enjoying it, had friends, they took me in and like the little brother. And then once that happened, I started thinking okay, maybe this is the right move. This is the best decision for me.
Adoree coming from another state, I think football did help him, but Adoree is just, he's someone that people gravitate to. That's just who he is.
Football, during the fall, they actually practice out on the baseball field. And so we were like in the infield or in the cage, just doing some different little drills. I saw Adoree make a few plays and I was just saying to myself like, wow, like who is that kid right there? And he's like, oh, that's Adoree Jackson.
Looking at what Adoree's skill set was as a high school player, it was kind of evident the first day I met him. He came in as a freshman and he said that, he played running back or this or that. He wanted to play cornerback. And I mentioned that, we had two returning, all-league cornerbacks, and it was a tough position. He said, it's all right, coach, I still going to do it. And so I thought originally he was going to play JV or something, but it took about 20 minutes before I realized that this young man is not going to be playing JV. And the other corners better start looking for another job.
It was unbelievable because he was doing like kick return, but he was also punting. He was playing DB, he was playing receiver. He literally impacted the game at every position that he played.
Adoree Jackson, how many different ways can this guy score?
Adoree was always raising the bar, and he was looking at it and saying, okay, I did that, that's exciting, but I think I can do better.
Jackson has a shot. Here comes Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson! There goes Adoree!
I didn't see him very much because he was always in a different sport, and I would barely see him in off season.
It's a very good early season jump. 5 of 6 jumps over 25 feet.
When I was doing something, I wanted to do it. Like, it wasn't a thing where I was doing football and I went to track or basketball and I was just halving it. After we played freshman football, my freshman year of basketball, I went to the championship and won it. And then track, I ended up winning that. Well, I went to state, got second. So they seen how hard I worked and how I wanted to do it. So there was never no conflict of interest, okay, let me pull them back for this, because they knew I was so dedicated in doing that, and it was just helping me be a better athlete and be a better person, and getting a different discipline and being in shape for football, basketball, and the track are 3 different types of shapes. So having that and be able to go out there and still perform and still play, they knew I was serious and I was going to be dedicated.
You look at NFL guys, you look at anyone at the highest level, the multiple sports I think is a big deal. I think that really helps him. I think for Adoree, the fact that he went from season to season, he never just said, I'm a football guy, and the track was unbelievable because of speed, and just his long jump, everything he did kind of moved towards what he is today as a football player. He's just a fantastic athlete.
He literally jumped all the way over the kicker. Oh my goodness. Allen under pressure, firing, ball batted up in the air, and it is intercepted. Jackson at the 40.
If you come from a certain background like Texas, California, Florida, to have that background of football players, because you're in such a great class and such a great history of players that came out, and you understand the grind, the work, and the sweat that you got to put in to get to that next level, because it's not going to be sweet. Because like they say, Cali cool, and that's real. You can be too cool, and you think stuff is sweet out there, but it's really not. So you always got to have that grind and that grit with you.
Throwing deep down the middle for Hopkins into double coverage, and I believe it's intercepted. Adoree Jackson, his first career INT.
Next on Titans All Access, Amy Wells sits down with Titans quarterback Ryan Tannehill. Stay tuned.
As we welcome you back to Titans All Access, it's time now for the Nissan Insider. This week, Amy Wells sits down with quarterback Ryan Tannehill.
Absolutely, I did. And you know, it was a lot of fun to have a chance to talk to him about a lot of different things about his time here with the Titans. But we had to start at the very beginning with his move to Tennessee.
Yeah, all I know is win. All I know is win. All I know is win. All I know is win.
You've had a lot of adjustments this season. You had to adjust to a new city, a new team. You had to adjust to being the number 2 guy. Then you had to adjust to being the number 1 guy again. What have you learned throughout that experience?
Just patience, stay the course. Yeah, it was challenging at times. It was tough. Obviously, like I said, I love competing. I love playing football. So, sitting on the sideline was hard for me. And it was adjustment, just changing roles from what I'd been used to in the past. But just try to stay the course, stay positive, just keep working, and be ready. So sometimes life will take you down a different path than what you want it to be. God does everything for a reason, and as long as you stay faithful and stay the course, that I have faith that it'll work out.
Why did you know that the Tennessee Titans were a good fit for you?
Just kind of the way it worked out. A team that I have a lot of respect for, in the past, playing against them. We've played some tight games against the Titans in the past down in Miami, and I came in, got to know the guys, and immediately felt like it was a great spot.
Did having that familiarity with the Titans, having seen them so many times, kind of help with the transition?
I don't know. I didn't know too many guys on the team previously, so the transition was what it was. But the guys welcomed me in with open arms, and felt like I fit in pretty quickly. So that definitely made it easier.
You've been able to watch this team grow throughout the course of this season, and especially the offense grow over the course of this season. What has surprised you the most about the evolution of this Titans team?
I don't know if I've been surprised, but I've been proud of the way the guys just keep fighting. Like I said, we've had our ups and downs throughout the season, but our guys just come to work every day and just keep fighting, keep working, and finding a way to win. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
You seem to be a very calm guy, especially in the face of adversity. I've seen you on the sidelines, and nothing really seems to rattle you too much. You don't get too high or too low, always encouraging the guys around you. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I've been around football a long time and know they're long games, and you can't really get too wound up in one play or one drive, one situation. You got to learn from it, correct it, and then move on. There's a lot of football left to play, no matter what situation's left in the game, and just try to keep the guys encouraged and headed in the right direction, that we're going to find a way to win. So, yeah, I try not to get too excited. I mean, obviously, I enjoy the big plays and enjoy the moment, but then once it's over, then just get back to baseline and get ready to go for the next drive. We're
starting to get ready for late November, December football. What about that time of year is so exciting for you as a competitor?
Well, it's huge. The end of the season is what it comes down to each and every year in the NFL. Finding a way to get into the dance, get into the playoffs, and win games late in the year. If you can do that, then you'll be playing in January.
Why are you so proud to be a Tennessee Titan?
I think I've had a long path to get here, and I'm proud of the guys in the locker room. I think that's the most important thing right now, is proud of the way the guys compete, the way the guys believe in each other, and just that trust that we have. I think Coach Vrabel does a great job setting the tone every day, and that's really important.
Is Mike Vrabel's style something that you had to adjust to?
I think, yeah, he definitely has a different style than any head coach I've been around, but I love it. He holds guys accountable and enjoys his team meetings. I've grown to like the way he runs things and the way he holds guys accountable, and had some long team meetings where we're really honest and puts the film up and everyone has to be accountable. And when you're able to be accountable in front of your peers, then there's that belief, like I said, that you're just going to keep coming together and gelling as a team.
You guys believe in this team no matter what?
Yeah, of course. I mean, is there any other choice to go out? I mean, I feel like you'd be wasting your time if you didn't believe in the guys around you. And these games that we win in the fourth quarter just keep giving more and more confidence that no matter what happens, we'll find a way to win.
Mike, I think the bottom line is Ryan Tannehill is a really good fit for this Titans team.
It certainly feels like it the way he's playing football right now. No doubt about it.
Yep.
When Titans All Access returns, we have good news and good nights. Stay with us.
On the next Titans All Access, the man who leads the Titans in sacks slows down long enough to talk with Mike Keith. It's Harold Landry. and he's our Nissan Insider. We'll meet all 10 of the 2019 Tennessee Titans Mr. Football Award winners. Defensive tackle Isaiah Mack learns of a big award while guesting on Titans Tonight. And General Manager John Robinson gets us ready for a trip to Oakland. All that and more on the next Titans All Access.
The good news section of Titans All Access has to do with the Titans and service. For the 6th straight year, the Tennessee Titans have partnered with Bridge Ministry to feed the homeless this past Tuesday night. Bridge Ministry is a grassroots nonprofit that seeks to address poverty and homelessness in our area through faith-based programming and by providing everyday necessities to those they serve. On Tuesday night, roughly 500 people were served at the Jefferson Street Bridge, home to the largest homeless population in Nashville. Titans players, coaches, and staff members handled the serving duties. Not only have the Titans supported Bridge Ministry every Thanksgiving week for the last 6 years, but back during the 2019 NFL Draft, the team donated $50,000 for their outstanding work assisting Nashville's homeless population.
Mike, Bridge Ministry is such an awesome thing that the Titans have partnered with. They serve not only the homeless community on Tuesday nights, but also work with children to make sure that they have the foods and the supplies that they need to go to school. Really an awesome thing that I'm proud the Titans are a part of.
During this time that we're also thankful, keep Bridge Ministry and other service organizations like them in mind. For Amy Wells, I'm Mike Keith. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.